chapter 4, verse 3. The Lord said, endeavor to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Let's hear it. Unity! 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 And we will not ever bow to the or apologize.
Stand up, South Africa. Make sure that
We go to kiss.
It's funny because Mitch is a Gileadite.
That's right. He's a guy
He's a
that.
Gileadite. He's from that area, the Gad area.
That's
why he's here.
That's right.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
12 tribes worldwide. This is redemption. Yeah. This is redemption. This is redemption.
We're going.
Right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Alright, this is Church of Yahweh Shai 144, first circle, second circle, link up with the priest Yah Hazakwallah. Right, we're gonna start off by facing the east. We're gonna say Allah, Allah,
Allah, Allah.
Hawaha,
Hawaha.
Ba'ashama,
Shama.
Yahweh Shai, Baraka Atha. Kana. Want to give double honors to Apostle Tahara, right? Who through the Spirit, the Rawachak Wadashah, we know is Mashaha, right? And also John the Baptist as well, right? Nana Yahawaha. That means Yahawaha is gracious, isn't it? Yeah, John the Baptist was Mashaha as well, right? A lot of you brothers don't know that. That's why they disrespect Apostle Tahara, you know? And I'm sure Apostle Tahara knows by now, because if you watch the breakdown that we did about Apostle Tahara, you should know by now that he's what? He's Mashaha, you know? Because through the Spirit, he was the only elder that used to, stand over here, because I'm talking. Yeah, Apostle Tahara was the only elder that used to, say that Mashah was King David, didn't it? But that was spiritual because he was Mashah, but the Most High had it where, he was the one saying that elder Mashah was what? King David, right? So Apostle Tahara is a verified, legit man of Yahweh, right? Yeah, he may not have the new wine, but that's all spiritual because what? John the Baptist didn't have the new wine, okay? He represented the old gods, which was what? The Old Testament. That's why I keep saying the New Testament is what? The new wine. And today we're gonna go into the tribe of Gad, okay, Gadah, all right? Because last week we spoke about Ra'awabana, the Reubenites, okay? Before you cross the Jordan and go westward into the land of Israel, you gotta go past what? Half tribe Manasseh, Ra'awabana, and Gadah, which is Gad. So today, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashama Yahweh Shai, we're going to be talking about the tribe of Gadah. And that all ties into raising up the heads.
Right.
Because when the lion raises up the heads and he's about to attack, you see the furrows, man, on his head. Right, so we're going to go into that. So get the prophecy concerning Gad, Genesis 49. Mayama, Gad. So we gonna get how Gad, came into existence, and then we're gonna break it down to make brothers understand what this whole thing was about. The lion in way, because Gad is, described as a lion as well in the scriptures, man. So he gonna play a part in the rising up of the 12 tribes, all right? And you gonna understand when we finish the breakdown.
Which verse? Which verse? What?
Now read about Gad. Get the precept concerning. Yeah.
Verse, bro, you can dash that away.
Search for Gad.
Oh, you want the... Okay, then.
If you go on your Blue Letter Bible and type in Gad.
It's a gentleman man.
So yeah, we're gonna go into the tribe of Gad, alright? We're gonna make you understand what this whole thing is about. The new wine ministry, man, is legit. It's not a gimmick, right? And we're just getting started, man. Because just like in the Dark Ages, you had King Henry VIII came. And
we can listen to you guys now.
yeah, listen, but don't interrupt us. If you're gonna listen, don't interrupt us. All right?
What are you drinking?
You see, I just told you not to interrupt us, and you're still interrupting us. It's almost like you're trying to provoke us to anger. You know? Because if you wanna take it there, we can take it there.
Calm down.
You understand?
No,
We ain't out here to play
Calm
games.
down, my
This
boy.
is serious.
Yeah?
Okay, so the outline, biblical usage for Gad equals troop.
Equals what?
Troops.
Equals what?
Troops.
Brothers need to pay attention, man. This is a serious lesson. So when I say equals what, everyone needs to be listening. Troops. Yeah, we go in. You know, this is a military, man. You understand? This is serious business, man.
That's right.
Brothers need to get with the program. Right. So concerning the tribe of Gad, all right, in Lashwana Kodasha is Gadah. We must first take an extensive look at the Lashwana breakdown for Gad. Its root word, third definition, okay, means to gather in troops or crowds, and the prophecy pertaining to that tribe. So go into the root word definition for Gadah.
When you finish,
So the root word etymology is from. Alright?
No, go to Gad. Click. Malaka, help him out. You should know how to use the blue letter by now.
Okay. So the outline biblical usage for Gad, A, means seventh son of Jacob.
Seventh what?
Seventh son of Jacob.
Seventh what?
Seventh son of Jacob.
So Gad is the seventh son of what?
Jacob.
Okay. So let's get.
we are watching you.
I think put your finger here for me, man.
Are you finished?
So Gadah, all right. So
Are you
Gadah,
finished?
Big men like that, acting like a
a
boy.
grown-ass man. That's why they're gonna be destroyed, you know.
And that's fine with
And these are the kind of guys that are raising up the reprobates you're seeing.
yeah.
That's why a lot of these guys are effeminate. You know, you try and get them rallied up to come to the program. They're driving past because these are the kind of guys that are raising them.
So are you finished?
You're meant to be an ancient man and you're acting like a little schoolgirl. That's why we can't wait for Shah season, man. So we can lay it down on you guys. And that's when you go and realize we ain't been playing silly games out here. So Gadah, okay, Gadah. So the numerical value will be, so that's 3 and that's 4. So Gad adds up to 7, so you can't make this up. So the fact that Gad was the 7th son of Jacob, okay, it wasn't a coincidence.
There's no coincidence, man. There's no chance.
And it says Yahweh is a man of war.
That's right.
That's why he sent Gadah to come through in the 7th. And the 7 represents what? Sickle. Alright? Zayana.
Weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, so Yahweh has his own weapons of mass destruction. Alright? So we're going to break it down, the tribe of Gadah. So brothers going to understand what this whole lying in wait, raising up their heads, Shah season, what the whole thing represents, man. Okay? And more likely, a lot of you guys are going to get got in Shah season because the Tazadai already failed that one. Okay? The Quan Ra'ash, slightly paying attention, but in Shah season, everyone is going to be paying attention. Okay? But it's not going to be nice. It's going to be violent, man. Right? Because that's the only way, that's the only language that you niggas understand.
No, that's why he say Jacob trouble, man. The trouble of Jacob. That's why he says that, man. It's gonna be violence.
Ja-
I
Ja-
didn't know that.
Jacob is going to be troubled, man.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, Malaka. So that's Gadah. That's the breakdown for Gadah. All right.
That's it right there, man. All right.
Right. So that's the breakdown for Gadah. So Gad. Yeah, I've got the right. Yeah. Right. So what's the definition for Gad again? Did you read it?
True.
It means truth. But I said go into the third. Yeah, the third one. The third root word definition, because you can keep going.
See, yeah. Okay. So the third outline biblical usage for God, see, is a prophet during the time of David.
No. Get the I one. The I one. The second. The one that says I. At the bottom. Got that. This. I at the bottom. No, you don't have to go that far. Go to outline of biblical usage and get the one that says I. Yeah, I. Look, it looks like that. Can you see that? I.
That's the free eye.
No, just 2 eyes, not 3 eyes. Read the bit that says to gather in troops. That's what I want, because that's what Gad means, isn't it? It means to gather, because Gadah and troops means the same thing in Lashwana Padasha. If you look up the term troop or troops, it goes back to Gadah, and Gad means what?
Get it?
Troop, a trooper or soldier, military, right? It says to gather in troops or crowd. Read that. I.
Let's get it.
You click on it twice, you know.
Yeah, Dinara, Malak. Malaka.
Do me a favor.
Double.
She's a woman.
Okay. So the outline biblical usage for God or Gadah, I means to gather in troops or crowds.
To what?
To gather in troops and crowds.
To what?
To gather in troops or crowds.
Right, so Gadah means to gather in troops or crowds, okay? Which goes back to what? The military, because that's what they do. They do the formation, they gather in crowds, you know, they have the formations, right? They do the lanes, they have the robotic marches that they do. That all goes back to Gadah, right? Because a lot of these militaries are based off of what? Gadah. Alright? It says, yeah, Iqaba is the former of all things.
Right.
Yeah, read that.
This is Genesis 49, verse 19. God, a troop shall overcome him.
Hey, what?
A troop shall
overcome him.
Yeah, you brothers are not paying attention. Read that again, start again.
This is Genesis chapter 49, verse 19. God, a troop shall overcome him.
Hey, what?
A troop shall overcome him.
But he shall overcome at the last.
But he shall what?
But he shall overcome at the last.
Yeah, so that clearly shows you that Gad is going to rise up at the end.
That's right.
That's what you're seeing, man. The Gadites are rising up. Okay? And when I say Gad, Gadah, I'm not talking about what the elders say, the Native Americans, okay? They're still on the reservation. They don't look like they're getting ready to rise up. We're talking about the real Gadites, the ones in South Africa and in Southeast Nigeria and Cameroon, right? Those are the Gadites that we're talking about. Right, so it says, concerning the tribe of Gad, we must first take an extensive look at the Lashawana breakdown for Gad. Its root word's third definition, okay, to gather in troops or crowds, and the prophecy pertaining to the tribe. It said he shall overcome at the last, alright? All these will help us realize who they are today and their relevance to raising up of the heads phase we are currently in. Okay? So Genesis chapter 30 verse 11, it says, Leah bears the 7th son for Jacob by her maiden Zilpah, and immediately realizes in her spirit the militant attitude. The militant attitude. Oh man, I can't wait for justice. Oh man, I'm gonna fuck these niggas up. I swear.
That's right.
I'm gonna. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. Let's just exercise a bit of patience. Let's complete the mission. We're nearly at the finish line. Right, so Leah bears the 7th son for Yaakov by her maiden Zilpah, and immediately realizes in her spirit the militant attitude of the infant. Hence her naming of him Yada, which goes back to the militant nature of a troop, aka soldiers. Okay? Gad and troop have the same Lashwana Kodasha lettering, which gives us insight on the nature of the tribe. The tribe of Gad were initially given the land of Gilead. Okay, so let's go over that again. The land of Gilead. So the land of Gilead was given to who? The half tribe Manasseh. So we just gonna call them the Gileadites. Okay? Gileadites. So we got Reuben.
Hello, Pastor. Can I come down?
We got Gad. And we got half tribe Manasseh. Okay? Half tribe Manasseh. That's really right? That's how you spell Manasseh?
That's right.
Right. So we got Reuben, Gad, and half tribe Manasseh. These three are the Gileadites.
Right.
These are the guys that you have to go past to get into the land of Israel, man. When you're crossing from the east to the west.
I know.
And we're going to show you the bit where they crossed, which was that Jordan point.
Right.
We're going to show you. And the brother's going to put it in the video as well. Because a lot of you don't even understand where the crossing point was. It's an ancient landmark which is there till this day. And also that's where the Shibboleth and the Symbolism incident happened.
Judges 4, 4, 5.
And another thing that brothers need to realize as well is that the reason why Manasseh is called a half tribe is not because they're smaller than Ephraim, which really they are smaller than Ephraim. But the reason why they're called half tribe is because you got half of the tribe of Manasseh on the east side of the Jordan, which is what? With the Gileadites, Gad and Reuben. And you got another half of the tribe of Manasseh on the west side, which is with the Ephraimites. That's why the whole incident in Judges 12 happened with the Shibboleth situation. Alright? Because the Ephraimites were upset with the Manassites, saying, why didn't you come and get us to go and fight against the Ammonites? Because they feel like they have an inheritance with them, because they're brethren, right? Manasseh and Ephraim. So half of them are on the what? On the east, and half of them are what? On the west. So it's like they got one leg in, one leg out.
They're in the middle.
They're in the middle, man.
That's what when you go into the root word of Manasseh, it talks about the middle. They're in the middle. That's why it's middle. So the new one provide that depth, man.
Right. So these guys, these brothers, okay, are on what? The east. of Jordan.
Hello, sir.
Alright, please don't start, man. Not today, please.
You want to get clocked in it.
Yeah.
He really wants to get clocked in his jaw. That's what you want. Right, so Reuben, Gad, half-tribe Manasseh are on the east side of the Jordan, okay? And Gad will be what? Modern-day Cameroon.
That's a Reubenite, you know. I think he's from Congo.
Oh, Olubalingala.
And Reuben will be what?
Olubalingala.
The Congo.
No, Olubalingala.
And the half-tribe
No,
Manasseh.
Olubalingala.
The half-tribe Manasseh will be what? Igbo land, right?
Eagles, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put Igbos, man. The Igbos. Alright? So show that. And we're gonna break it down, man. We're gonna break it down. Because you got some Igbos in Nigeria and Cameroon as well.
That's right.
Alright? See that?
Olubalingala.
Get it.
Show that.
Easy.
So that's how we do
Very
this, man.
easy. You know what? Look what happened now.
Bro, just let us do what we have to do, please, man.
She's my leader.
Come on. Bro, take a seat.
Thank you.
And this shows us that you niggas, you ain't really about nothing. Because these are your elders, man. You see that? These are the men that are raising you up. That's why when we try and teach you, you're acting stupid.
And so when people say that, oh, we don't act our age, these are the...
That's your elders.
We're bringing in and we're doing work, like serious work, but yet they claim that we don't act our age. That's an example of not acting our age, man. You know?
You guys are so lucky that Yahweh
So true.
Bahashama Yahweh Shai has so much patience. Because I guarantee you, if it was down to us here, you guys would be getting clocked. I'm telling you. The only reason why we come out here is because of the fear that we have for Yahweh. Because if we had it our way, like I always say, you wouldn't even see us out here. We'd just creep up on you and just clock you in your head. Alright? But we understand this is not our show. So for those of you out there, okay, that like to talk out of the side of your mouth that say we're proud, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Because if it was up to us, we wouldn't be doing this, tolerating all of this madness. But we understand it's not our show. We have to run the will of the Father, man. Right? Right, so it says, although this may, that's Reuben. So Gad. Right, so it says, so Gad and Troop have the same Lashwana Kodash lettering, which gives us insight on the nature of the tribe. The tribe of Gad were initially given the land of Gilead, okay? And Gilead, if you look in the Lashwana Kodash, Gilead means hill country.
Hana.
Hill country, all right? So that means they're at the top. The hill country. That's why Jordan means what? Descender, to come down. So that means when you come from Gilead, you're going down.
Right.
That's why when you see the Agbokim Falls, the water's going down.
Yes, that's the... It says sink as well.
To sink
It goes
down.
down like that. To sink down.
You can't make this up, bro.
Yeah.
And it's right on the border of Cameroon.
Right.
So that shows you that is where the Shibboleth thing happened, man.
Fact. And also the water, you can actually cross.
You can cross it with a staff,
with a
man.
staff.
Because Jordan just means ford. It means a body of water that you can actually cross with a staff.
A stream of water.
You know?
Yep. It's there, man. It's like
And we gonna break it down, man. We gonna break it down because when you look up the word shibboleth or sibboleth, it actually tells you that what? It's like a train, like a stream of a train stream.
Right.
And when you look at the Agbokim Falls, it looks like a train stream. You know, like the train, the Superman cape.
Right.
That's how the water's coming down, like a Superman cape, man. Because one thing that you can't change is the landmark.
Right.
You can't remove the mountains and the waterfalls. You can't remove that. You can change the name, but you can't change the way it's done.
Right.
And that's how we're able to tell what's what.
Didn't you say? Didn't he say, I will teach you all things? So here we are now, man. We're in that season where the Holy Spirit actually is showing brothers what it is, man. So why are you shocked? Come on, man, you didn't read in the book of Acts to see what the disciples did, and now you're shocked. Don't make
But
sense.
that tells us they're bullshitters. And you can't take it back because now we know what you're about. So when the assembly happens and you're gonna have to fall in line and we're looking at you dead in the eye, what are you gonna say? What's gonna be your excuse? You're just gonna get an ass whooping. That's what it's gonna be. And I've been saying this, man. That ass whooping is not going away. It's guaranteed, bro. And you're gonna get a receipt for that as well. So yeah, it says Gad and Troop have the same Lashwana Kodasha lettering, which gives us insight on the nature of the tribe. The tribe of Gad were initially given the land of Gilead, together with Reuben and the half-tribe Manasseh, right before you cross the Jordan. So they're on the east side of the Jordan. And then once you cross that Abokim Falls, and you go down, you're coming from the hill country, Gilead, and you go down, then you're going to what? Ephraim.
That's right.
But you got half-tribe Manasseh, which is a 50-50 tribe, half and half tribe. You got 50% of them with the Gileadites, okay? And then you got the other half with the Ephraimites.
Right.
That's why they're called half-tribe Manasseh.
That's right.
And no one ain't broken that down for us yet, you know?
That's why the new one is there, man. Like, that's the job that we're doing.
And
It's
they're
not about
saying-
coincidence. It's like,
And they're saying, oh, we're just trying to show off. You know, they're making stupid comments like, we was nothing, in, the world, so now we're trying to use the truth.
yeah, to have a spotlight. You must not know, but we're gonna keep it like that.
We gonna do this, man. We gonna do it. You know? And like I always say, it's a good thing you guys don't like us. We need you to hate us, man. Okay? Because the hatred that you have for us gives us the fuel to push the new wine. We need you to hate us, man. Okay? Give us that fire, man.
Yeah, that's
so
what
we can
50
carry
say.
on doing this.
50 say, I need you to hate me so I can use that energy to do what I have to do. So that's good, man, that you're hating us. But that's motivation, man. You're dealing with warriors, you know. We might be humble and appear to be very calm, and we're dealing with very strong, spirited brothers, man. So your hate give us energy to carry on. You ain't doing nothing. You're just showing your true color. That's what you're doing.
Look at all of this, man. This is like, the other nations, they would love this. You know, sometimes it beats my imagination why Yahweh puts up with such bullshit, man. But you know what? I don't want to put myself in his place because he's a higher power. He has a higher IQ and intellect than I do. So I'm speaking as a man. I will not tolerate that because a lot of you guys would have got swept. You would have got swept time ago. Okay? You would have got swept, man. And that shows how loving and kind Yahweh is to tolerate such BS. You know? Because a lot of times when I'm even writing this, I know it's not me writing it, it's the Rawah Kodasha. Look at all these pages, man, and you're trying to tell me a man came up with this. So the fact that you can see the evidence of the power of the Rawah Kodasha, but you still refuse to acknowledge it, it just shows us that you deserve to get an ass whooping, man. Of the highest order. Dished out without mixture. You know, like Psalm says, the dregs of the cup, man. You deserve to get the dregs, man. Okay? Because now you're being wicked. You're becoming like Esau. Because I gave an example. When the Edomites saw the chariot, he said it's a balloon. They refused to acknowledge the power of Yahweh.
Right.
Right, so let's get back to it. So it says Gilead together with Reuben, half tribe Manasseh, before you cross the border. The landmass given to Gad will be present day Cameroon, just before the Cross River State in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria there's a place called Cross River. Why is it called Cross River? Can someone please explain why Nigeria has a state right on the border of Cameroon called Cross River? Who can explain that to us? The new wine can explain.
And when you go into the root word, what does he say about that particular? He said to descend. Look, if it's when I saw the picture and I went into the etymology, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, bro, just the Rakakwanasha is doing something that sometimes I'm like, wow, my brother cannot get it, man. That's because it's not meant for them to see.
Hey, the scripture
I'm
says,
telling you.
all manner of sin shall be forgiven. All manner of sin. Hey, look, call us names, say what you want. We don't care. Okay? But blasphemy against the Rawakakwadasha shall not be. That's why I keep saying you're going to get your ass whooped, man. I'm not saying that because I'm upset that you're cursing me out. You're calling me a Hamite. You're saying I'm proud. You're saying we was nothing in the world. Okay? I'm not even upset because of that, because I could care less about that. I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. Where do I know you from? If it wasn't for this truth, none of you guys would even have the opportunity to even know who I am, to even point your dirty finger and talk about me. The only reason why you guys can engage with us is because of this truth. Okay? So that's not why I'm upset. I'm upset because you're blaspheming the Rawakakwadasha, man. And it says that shall not be forgiven. Alright? So now we're gonna get back to it. It says the Cross River State in Nigeria, with the ancient crossing point being the Agbokim waterfalls. That's what they call it today in Nigeria. The Agbokim waterfalls, man. Agbokim waterfalls. It's right on the border of Cameroon, man. Between Cameroon and Nigeria. Okay? Because for the most part, the Nigerians are what? Ephraim. And the Gileadites are what? Gad and Reuben and half tribe Manasseh. Yeah. So the Agbokim Falls is the crossing point, the ancient crossing point from the land of Gilead into the land of the Ephraimites. Hence the Judges 12 situation, the Shibboleth situation. Alright? So get the Shibboleth situation, man.
Judges 12.
Yeah, Judges 12. So right, so the crossing point being the Agbokim waterfalls, alright, which in ancient times was the link between the Gileadites on the east of the Jordan, alright, and the Ephraimites on the west of the Jordan.
That's right. Right.
Gilead also means hill country. So get that, Numbers 26-29. Gilead, man. And Gilead actually goes back to what? The father of, is it Jephthah? That warrior that had the mum who was a harlot. Jephthah.
Oh yeah.
Jephthah's father was called Gilead. That's where the whole Gilead thing comes from, because the half tribe Manasseh, they were warriors, man. Alright? They were warriors, man. And you had a warrior that came out of them. His name was Jephthah. His brothers drove him away because
that's in Judges 11.
Yeah. And why did they drive him away? Because they said his mom was a harlot. So they drove him away from his brothers. But the spirit of Yahweh was with him. He became a mighty warrior. Okay? And now his brothers came back and said, come and help us to fight. So that's the same thing they're trying to do with us. They're pushing us away. But when the Most High raises us up, they're going to come and ask us to help him.
It's always the case.
It's always the case, man.
It's always the
They
case.
always do that. They push the people that can help them away. That's why our people are messed up, you know. It's not that there ain't people out here to help them. There is.
They're killing the people that want to help them.
The people that can help them, they push the help away. There's a lot of mighty men in Israel, man. There's loads. There's a lot of priests. There's a lot of spiritual people around. But they don't want the help. They don't. They don't want the help. And it goes back to leaving the grease in the oven. What happens? It becomes harder to clean. The longer you leave it, the harder it becomes to clean, man. Alright?
Benefit.
As soon as it greases up, if you clean it right on the spot, it won't take you more than 5 minutes. It'll be done. But if you leave it weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months and months, it becomes damn near impossible to clean, man. Because it dries up, it becomes hard.
Great mention.
And that's the attitude of our people, man. And also the brothers that ain't right with the Bayathar, the one are, they've left it. They're like, oh, it'll take care of itself.
Right.
That's what you're thinking. It's getting worse and worse and worse. You should have, when you fall out with a brother, you're meant to sort it out straight away. That's why even the scripture says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. You're meant to sort it out straight away. But, and it goes back to the spirit of Ephraim. Ephraim is what? A cake not turned. Meaning it's not well done, it's not finished. They don't like to finish what they start, and also they don't like to solve the problem on the spot. They like to leave it, man. They like to leave things undone. Alright? They like to leave things undone. And that's why it's gonna be a harsh lesson in Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna be a harsh lesson. Okay? It's gonna be a harsh lesson, it's coming. So right, so Numbers 26:29. Get that. Numbers 26:29. Shalom.
Even
Yeah, get that. Back. Allah, Allah. And you got that little brother, you said you started without him. Money Mitch just turned up. We started without him, but he's jumping in.
Right.
So what's the excuse, man?
It's an excuse.
What is the excuse? It's BS. It's BS, man. It's BS. If you want to do something, it doesn't matter whether it starts with us.
You're gonna come and
You're
do
gonna
it.
come and do it regardless.
You know what I mean?
So don't use that as an excuse to say, oh, you know, yeah, I think the brother's teaching will stand forward, and the ones that are reading at the back of it, so my man, when it's time to read, just step forward and then read and then pull back into it.
You got a strong point.
Right, so yeah, so Numbers, yeah, you can read from the back. So get Numbers 26 and 29 in regards to the Gileadites,
Okay, this is Numbers, chapter 26, verse 29. Of the sons of Manasseh,
of the what?
Of the sons of Manasseh, of Micah, the family of the Micarites,
right?
And the Micah begat Gilead.
And what?
And Micah begat Gilead.
So Gilead was what? From the tribe of Manasseh. Okay? Now you're not in it, that's why. Yeah, we're talking about Gad today, bro. So now, if you stand here, you'll be in it.
I will be in it from here.
Yeah, let me stand here. Yeah, just stand behind my arm. Right, so get the yeah, go on, Malaka.
And Micah begat Gilead. Of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites.
Right, so of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. Alright? So now go into the root word definition for Gilead. Let's show them what the definition for Gilead is.
Number 26, 29, right?
Yeah, just go to Gilead. You can type in Gilead. Go here, Gilead, and then go to it. It's easier that way. So we're going to show you the definition for Gilead. Alright? We're talking about tribe of Gad today, yeah?
When I outline biblical usage, yeah?
Yeah, just get the definition. You'll read it. meant to be hill country. This one. This one. That's the Let me see if I can find it.
Was that the root word?
Yeah, I want to get the definition for Gilead, hill country. Let me see if I can. Yeah, Gilead. Because his one says rocky region, but I want the one that says hill country, because Gilead basically means hill country, meaning it's up top. Okay, all right then. Yeah, so the brother's gonna put it in the video, because of time. So it says the term Gilead goes back to the half-tribe Manasseh, which is named a half-tribe due to the tribe being on the east of the Jordan, with the Gileadites and the latter half being on the west of the Jordan, with Ephraim, hence the incident in Judges chapter 12. So get Judges chapter 12, let's read that story. As Ephraim felt betrayed by Jephthah, who was a bastard Manassite or illegitimate son of his father Gilead. Another point to consider concerning the geographics is the definition of Jordan, which means descender. So you can put that in the video as well. That Jordan means descender. Or to sink or to sink down. To sink.
Descender or to sink down.
So
I'll
when
show the picture,
yeah. So they're gonna see it.
See that? That's the area. The Spirit led the brother to understand what it is. Okay, and I was able even to understand that as well. That's how the Holy Spirit works, man.
Okay, ready?
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is Judges chapter 2. Slakia. This is Jephthah and his successors. Judges chapter 12, verse 1. And the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together and went northward and said unto Jephthah, Wherefore passest thou over to fight against the children of Ammon, and didst not call us to go with thee? We will burn thine house upon thee with fire. Verse 2. And the Jephthah said unto them, I and my people were at great strife with the children of Ammon, and when I called you, ye delivered me not out of their hands.
You see that?
No.
So now we need help.
Right.
Brothers keep saying, oh, the tabernacle of David, this, they always talk as if they're down with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh,
they do that all the time.
Amos 9 and 11, and we, and the tabernacle of David shall raise up, and the Most High shall raise up the tabernacle of David, closing the breach thereof. They will always use that precept. But when you see it, you don't even recognize it, man. How are you supposed to be spiritual when you don't even recognize it?
Right.
But yet you say, oh, these guys are pride. So it's the same thing like I always say, man. That's what they did to Yahweh Shai, bro. They don't recognize until the end, and they say, oh, come on, man, be spiritual.
That's why they can't come around. They can't, because now we know who's real and who's fake. And like I said, you can't take it back. Because when someone knows you're full of shit, you can't do nothing. It's like, so now they just gonna keep cursing you out until you can get your hands on them, innit?
Exactly. That's what they're gonna do, man.
That's what they're gonna keep reading. But did you shut it down?
No.
Judges 12.
Verse 3. And when I saw that ye delivered me not, I put my life in my hands and passed over against the children of Ammon, and the Lord delivered them unto my hand. Wherefore then are ye come up unto me this day?
against
to fight against me. Verse 4. Then Jephthah gathered together.
Wait, then what?
Then
Jephthah.
Okay, it's like here. Then Jephthah
Right, Jephthah.
gathered together all the men of Gilead
Right?
and fought with Ephraim.
And what?
And fought with Ephraim.
And it's funny because Ephraim's trying to come up against. Oh man, you just can't make this up, man. Because Ephraim is on a campaign to try and diminish the new wine, isn't it?
Yeah, but when we say Ephraim, we're not talking about all Ephraim or whatever. There's a particular Ephraim we're talking about, yeah? So understand that. You gotta be spiritual to understand. You know?
We're talking about the top
Yeah, the
Ephraim,
top
right?
Ephraim. I'm not talking about, because I got a brother, you know, that's an Ephraimite as well. You know, brother Ayman wa Alam. We're not talking about him. We're talking about, you know, so understand that
Talking about
sometimes can be a bit.
we're talking about the guy that's meant to be teaching the Ephraimites some common sense.
Right.
He's coming up against the new wine, but he doesn't understand. He's going to get clipped. He is going to get clipped. He's going to get clipped, man. The Most High is going to hit the bullseye. And it's funny because Ephraim is the bull, right? So he's going to hit the bullseye. He's going to hit the bullseye, man. You see? Because that we've been saying, all of you guys that are trying to come up against us, you're going to get smashed. You're going to get smashed. Okay? Because the Most High is raising up the Gileadites, man. It's funny. Rahabana, now Gada, and now we know Manashaha. That's Gilead right there. That's the doorway. So you got to go past them free before you can even get back into Ephraim.
That's right.
So we understand the spiritual codes, you know? Keep reading.
Verse 4. Then Jephthah gathered together all the men of Gilead and fought with Ephraim, and the men of Gilead smote Ephraim.
And the men of what?
And the men of Gilead smote Ephraim,
right?
Because they said, ye Gileadites,
right,
are fugitives,
right,
of Ephraim among the Ephraimites,
right,
and among the Manassites.
Oh, did you hear that? He said the men of. So imagine a guy from the tribe of Manasseh. I'm gonna slap this guy. I'm losing my patience, man. I'm gonna hit this guy, you know, because he's getting on my nerves. So, anyway, where was I? So it says what? The Ephraimites were basically saying that what? The Gileadites are fugitives amongst what? Ephraim and Manasseh. So that shows you Manasseh is on both sides. It shows you they're on both sides. They're on the west of the Jordan and they're on the east. That's why Manasseh is called a half tribe.
That's right.
So Jephthah was on the other half of the tribes, which is what? With the Gileadites. That's what made Ephraim feel like, you know, he can step up to the Gileadites. But he got smashed. Okay? Read.
Verse 5. And the Gileadites took the passages of Jordan.
And the what?
And the Gileadites
took the passages of Jordan
before the Ephraimites. And it was so that when those Ephraimites, which were seats, that when those Ephraimites, which were escaped,
right,
said, let me go over, that the men of Gilead said unto him, thou art an Ephraimite. If he said, nay. Verse 6. Then said they unto him, say now Shibboleth.
Say now what?
Say now Shibboleth.
Right?
And he said, Symbolism.
I like the way you say that, Shibboleth.
So he couldn't pronounce it properly, man.
That's right.
You see what I'm trying to say? And that goes back to Ephraim being a cake not turned.
Right.
Get that actually. Ephraim is a cake not turned. They don't finish, they don't know how to finish their sentences.
for he could not frame to pronounce it right.
Right.
Then they took him and slew him at the passages of Jordan.
There you go. You see the passages of Jordan.
That's right.
That goes back to the Abokim Falls. Now get the definition for Shibboleth. That's gonna show you, man. You get Shibboleth. Nah, just get Shibboleth. Let's carry on. Because we gotta stay on topic. So get the definition for Shibboleth.
Should I read Ephraim?
Yeah, read
Do me a
Ephraim
favor
real quick.
again.
Yeah, he's got.
Who's the big man?
Hosea 7.
Who's the big
and
man?
8.
Who's the
Ephraim,
big man?
He hath mixed himself among the
Don't
people.
touch me.
Right?
Ephraim
I
is a
said
cake
don't
not
touch me.
turned.
Ephraim is what?
Ephraim is a
You
cake
look
not
like you're a
turned.
big man anyway.
Right. So it says Ephraim is a cake not turned, meaning what? They're not done. Like they're not all the way. You understand?
And it's spiritual, isn't it? Like, honestly, yeah, you got to mix it
Yeah,
spiritually
because
as well.
of
That's what
hair.
it means.
That's what it means, man.
Who's the big
You know?
man?
And what did they say about the guy, the light-skinned guy? Not to go against any guy's skin, but they say they get easily, they're emotional. They say they're emotional,
I'm
man.
coming back.
That's what they say.
All
So
right?
it goes into that.
I'm coming back. Thank you very much. I'm coming back.
Right. So. All right. Let me start from here. And work my way back. Right. So it says, as Ephraim felt betrayed by Jephthah, who was a bastard, Manasseh, or illegitimate son of his father Gilead. Another point to consider concerning the geographics is the definition of the Jordan, which means descender or to sink, in relation to the climb down from the Gilead hill country. Okay, because Gilead means hill country. Get that, Gilead.
Do me a favor. I'm Eagles. I'm Eagles, sir. I'm
Genesis
Eagles.
31:21.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Genesis
Look at that.
31:21. Get that.
Hey, look at that. I'm Eagles.
Can you let us do what we do?
Thank you very much.
Can you move away, please?
I
They're
can't.
abusing us now. Move away.
I'm Eagles.
Okay? Just
I'm Eagles, sir.
you could be my father.
I'm Eagles, sir.
Genesis 31.
I'm Eagles, sir.
Listen, stay away, okay? Stay away, man.
The football is coming
Alright.
soon.
You tell them to
The football is coming soon.
Move your hand.
Oh!
Genesis 31 and 20 and 21. So he fled with all that he had.
So he what?
So he fled with all that he had.
So he what?
So he fled with all that he had.
Right.
And he rose up and passed over the river
And he what?
and passed over the river
Right.
and set his face
Call it,
toward
call it now.
the Mount Gilead. Right?
Yeah.
Hey!
And he was told, Laban, on the third day, that Jacob was fled.
No, I want the hill country. Did it say hill country? Did you read that? Genesis 30 verse 11. Read that again. Yeah. Read that again. Because the one I got here says hill country. I don't know if maybe it's a different version.
Yeah, I think it's the.
Let me see what version I've got.
Check that. The one I can show you.
Oh, I think it's NLT.
That's fine. Let's get it.
Yeah, get it. Because I want the part where it says hill country. Let me see which one I've got
Genesis
here.
31.
No, actually NIV, yeah. Anyway, go ahead, let me read it.
Yeah,
So
alright.
Genesis chapter 31 verse 25, it says, Jacob had pitched his tent in the hill country of Gilead when Laban overtook him.
Right.
Right, so Gilead means hill country. See, now he's okay.
Yeah.
He just needed that, man. He needed that one
Some
lick.
people are like children. They're
That's
like,
what I'm
they
saying.
need to
Our people need an ass whooping, man.
They're like
That's what they
babies.
need. Give him a little ass
slap
whooping, he's
them, they
alright.
get it. They're getting the right minds. Then he's okay now.
No, he's okay now. See that? And I see Eve
I'm
over there.
not okay.
Don't worry about
You're not
Eve, man.
supposed to touch him.
Don't
You're
worry
not-
about Eve.
When he put
Touch
his
him
hand in front of the
again,
camera, if he comes here again, I'm gonna lick him down again. And this time I'm gonna make sure I knock him out clean and he doesn't wake up again. Because I can see he's not feeling it. Right, so it says another point to consider concerning the geographics is the definition Jordan, which means descender or to sink in relation to the climb down from Gilead's hill country to Ephraim's lower country beyond the Jordan, which is all perfectly displayed at Cross Rivers. Okay, Cross River State. Abokim Falls. Also, the definition for Shibboleth sheds more light. So get the definition for Shibboleth. Because yeah, we're men of the Lord first, okay, but when people overstep, you know, we lay hands like Nehemiah 13. Yeah, we gonna lay hands, man. You understand? Because this ain't that kind of camp where you just come and fuck around. We don't deal with that. If you wanna get spiritual with us, we get spiritual. If you wanna get carnal, we get carnal. That's how we deal up here, man. Yeah, man, we gonna give you spiritual medicine or physical medicine. Which one do you want? We got the physical, we got the spiritual. You wanna get physical, you wanna get spiritual. You choose which one. Just like how I said, I set this day before you, life and death. Which one do you want? Because a lot of you brothers are disrespectful, man. You know? Like I keep saying,
starting some rubbish. You're telling him to go, but you think that like it's a kick out. It's a choke out here, man. Do you know what I mean? Like we be telling him from the day one, leave us alone, man. You're a big man. Come on, man.
big rascal, man.
Okay, so the outline of biblical usage for Shibboleth is flowing stream.
Flowing what?
Flowing stream.
Flowing what?
Flowing stream.
Yeah, carry on. Which one? What's the other ones?
And number 2, an ear of grain.
No. Go to the third definition.
This one here.
No, click on it again.
This one?
Yeah. Click on it. And let's get the definition. Second root, yeah, that one.
This one.
Does it say trade? Yeah, read that one.
Okay.
That's the one I want. The
The
second
outline of biblical usage.
for the second outline biblical usage. Say that.
The second outline of biblical usage for Symbol means flowing skirt.
Flowing what?
Flowing skirt.
Flowing what?
Flowing skirt. Train.
Or what?
Train.
Right, it says flowing skirt or train. That goes back to the, you know, the cave. Yeah. So that's how the Aboki falls.
When you look at it,
It's like
when
that.
I put a picture, if you can put it together, understand it, I don't know what to say anymore.
It's right there.
It's right there, because even me, I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. I don't know.
So you can't make this up, man. It's all there. Alright? So it says the second root word definition, flowing skirt, stream, or train, gives a clear pictorial depiction of what to expect, which is perfectly displayed in the Cross River State.
My legs are frozen. I'm sure you can hear the sound. This is dry season, so usually it is heavier than this. This water is from Cameroon Mountains, so we're very close to the Cameroon border. So if you come here when the sun is really hot, there are six or seven outlets of this for this waterfall. I think there are like six or seven. So if you come here when the sun is really hot, you see the reflection of the sun on the water gives you the rainbow colors, like there's seven outlets, so 7 beautiful colors.
Also, through the spirit of Proverbs 20:24, Yahweh put it in their spirit to name the location Cross River.
Nah.
So get Proverbs 20:24, man's goings.
Right. We're getting
Proverbs 20:24, cross river. The Most High put it in their spirit to call it cross river, man, so we can know where the crossing point from the east to the west is. From the east to the west.
Okay. So this is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
How can a what?
How can a man
Then
understand his own way?
It says, how can a man understand his own way? Man's goings are of Yahweh. Right, so it says, Yahweh put in their spirit to name the location Cross River State to help the servants locate the ancient landmark. Now, reverting back to the tribe of Gadar, they are famously known for having faces like that of lions, which simply means they are furrow-faced individuals. So get 1 Chronicles chapter 12 verse 8, Myanmar. 1 Chronicles 12 verse 8. And we ain't gonna be out here for long, you know. We ain't gonna be out here for long because now we've done the breakdown for what? Ra'awabana, which is the head. Now we go to what? The breakdown for Gadar, which is the furrows, because a lion's face has what? Furrows. And that's what we're talking about. So now the next step is going to be to attack, to strike. Just like how Jephthah fucked up the Ephraimites, which really Ephraim goes back to Abraham and Jacob. So that's going to be Jacob's trouble right there.
That's it, man.
They're going to get licked down, okay? Because it's going to go both ways.
Okay.
Well, I'm doing the work, man.
This is 1 Chronicles chapter 12, verse 8. And the Gadites,
and the what?
And the Gadites,
and the what?
And the Gadites, and of the Gadites, and of the Gadites, they separated themselves unto David into the hold, to the wilderness, men of might and men of war, fit for battle, that could handle shield and buckler.
That could what?
That could handle shield and buckler.
Whose faces.
That's why when you see the Shaka Zulu, they used to have the shields. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's spiritual, man.
Right there, man.
Whose faces were like the faces of lions.
Whose what?
Whose faces were like the faces of lions.
So that means they got the furrows.
Yeah.
Because when a lion is about to pounce, he goes like that, and then you see the furrows on his head.
That's right.
Like Money Mitch, he's got the furrows, man. You know?
Let me finish it. Bring it up. And were as swift as the rose upon the mountain.
And were what? And were as swift as the rose upon the mountains. Because what? I'm gonna give you an example. That Gileadite that plays for PSG, Kylian Mbappe. He's from Cameroon, man. He's fast. So that shows you it's not just the tribe of Naphtali that are fast. But you know, the tribe of Gad, they got some speed as well.
When you're a warrior, you fight in these. You have to be fast, man.
Fast,
You gotta be smart. And I'm sure that like when there's a part in the movie of Shaka, you see them. He's talking to his guys and they're on the mountain and running fast, and I'm like, oh, that's the spirit right there, man.
Yeah.
See, that's the spirit.
See what I'm trying to say? Hey, that's that speed of Gad, man. You know? Hey, even Ruben is fast as well, because the Brazilian players, they're quite fast. You know? They're fast. Their speed is like 97. That was the spirit, because in PSG, it was who? Kylian Mbappe and Neymar. So Neymar is the Rubenite,
and he's
Kylian Mbappe is the Gileadite. So Gileadites are running that team. You see what I'm trying to say?
Look what he's saying. You know, you understand it.
Don't worry, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Just cruise in your Range Rover for now.
No,
but hang on. Cruise in your Range Rover for now, innit? Just enjoy it. Because this is female paradise, man. It's a great time to be alive being a woman right now.
It's crazy, man.
Because you can be as wicked as you want to be, okay? And not be accountable for it. You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
You know what I'm saying? They want to see us smoking weed in the cars, you know, sagging our pants, trying to be gangsters. That's where they come. We ain't got time for that, man. All right? Yeah, carry on, man.
Right, so the faces were like the faces of lions. All this brings us to one of the famous disciples among the 12, Bartholomew.
That's right.
Get Matthew chapter 10 verse 3, because Bartholomew, what does Bartholomew mean? It means what? The furrow-faced son. So that shows you the Apostle Bartholomew was from the tribe of Gad, without a shadow of a doubt.
What?
Matthew 10 verse 3, Bartholomew.
Yeah.
That's how the Spirit works, man.
This is Matthew chapter 10 verse 3. Philip and Bartholomew,
right?
Thomas and Matthew the publican.
Right, there you go. So now go to Bartholomew and tell us what it means. Bartholomew.
So the outline of biblical usage, number 1, for Bartholomew equals son of Ptolemy.
Right, so go, it says son of Ptolemy, but go to the Ptolemy definition. Because Bartholomew basically in Lashwana Kodasha is Bana Talayamaya. So Bana means son, innit?
Son, yeah, Bana, son.
You know, Bana. They say Ban, but it's really Bana. It means son.
Now just click on that one there.
Oh, how do you find that?
Yeah, it's right in front of you, bro.
Show me that.
You gotta play with the blue letter. So what does Talamai mean?
Salakia. So the outline of biblical usage for Ptolemy equals furrow.
Equals what? Furrow. Right, so the furrow is the lines that come on the lion's head. When when he's about to attack, when he goes like that, yeah, when he squeezes his face, okay, and that's spiritual, man. That's all spiritual, right? And that's how through the spirit we know what tribe the brother's from, man. Because what Bartholomew said, he had the furrows on his face.
That's right. That's right.
And that goes back to how the Gadites used to look. They got the furrows on their face, man, like a lion. Okay? So you're going to understand what this thing is all about. All this brings us to one of the famous disciples among the 12, Bartholomew, Matthew chapter 10 verse 3, which translates into the Lashwana Kodasha as Bana Talamaya. Bana Talamaya, which Bana means son and Talamaya means furrowed, which can be spiritually extrapolated as the son with the furrowed face, going back to how the lions in Africa have furrows on their faces, especially when they rise up to pounce upon the prey. All this also ties into the precept Yasha'ai Yahawaha quoted against the church, thinking himself, because I went to see him in it, and he quoted Zephaniah 3 and 8, and he ended up cutting himself with it. You see, brothers always want to quote precept. They want to quote precept, but they keep forgetting that the book that you're reading, men came together to put it together. Okay? So when you're pulling out that precept, you gotta be careful, man. Because you don't know, you might be pulling a precept out on a guy who wrote the actual precept that you're reading.
How you brother, ignore that fact. Gotta be spiritual, man. The prophet are back. That's what you say. You be saying it all the time. The prophet of old are back today. Now that you see them, some of them, and then you're like, no, that's not them. Like,
no, that's not him. No. That can't be him. There's no way. That's not him. You know, because what? They're effeminized, or they've got a false reality of what a man of the Lord is supposed to be. It's like trying to catch the wind in a jar. You know. There you go. Right, so all this also ties into the precept Yasha'ai Hawaha quoted against the church, thinking himself to be correct in the new wine, but in turn proving the authenticity of the new wine. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8, get that? Because he quoted Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8. And Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8 actually breaks down what we've been observing this whole time.
Yeah, sure.
So how you gonna pull out a precept That's literally explaining what we've been observing this whole time.
Zephaniah 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
And that's what we did when we was lying in wait. Tazadah. I might have to put that on the board. Tazadah, lying in wait. Okay? Because I told you brothers, we're lying in wait. You know, they were like, oh, who is he to tell us we're lying in wait? That's Zephaniah 3 and 8. So lying in wait, yeah. Lying in wait is what? Tazadah. Because you got Abagada, Awazaka, Ayakala, Manasai, Pa, Tazah. Tazah goes back to what? Lying in wait. And then Kwa is what? To rise. You got lying in wait. Rise up is what? Kwa. Which goes back to what? Kwam. Kwama. Which means to rise up. And then the next one will be what? Head. That's why we broke down the head son, Ra'awabana, man. Which is what? Ra. Because after Tazah you got Kwa, after Kwa you got Ra. So Kwam Ra'asha, raising up the head of who? The lion. That was lying in wait. Because lion goes back to what? Lying. So it shows you, or lie on. Because the lion is gonna lie on the prey and devour him, man. So this thing is deep, man. We're not just making it up as we're going along. And it's only gonna start making sense when the sharp and the claws are seeping into your flesh, man. Because hey, a lot of people only respond to pain, bro.
That's Jake for you.
Okay. So yeah, so that's it right there, man. So head. That's right. Can't hear, you must feel. And that all goes back to Gad as well, because what? When the lion raises up his head, you see what? The furrows, the Gada.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right. That's right.
Because Gad represents the furrows, man, on the lion's face.
That's right.
Alright? So, it says, Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Is it not rise up?
Right.
To the prey.
That's right. You have finished now, Karen.
Read it.
Therefore, Zephaniah 3 and 8, therefore wait ye upon me.
Don't worry, you'll get that soon, yeah?
Saith.
We'll get that special.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Saith
carry
the
on
Lord.
with the word. We'll get that for you, man. It's like
until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nation.
Oh, to Gada.
Yeah, to gather.
To Gada. For my determination is to Gada. So that's a code right there to show you. To Gad the nations.
Yeah, and you got to know who is who before that happened.
Because Gad is a gathering.
That's right.
My determination is to Gada the nations, man.
Right.
You see that? That's why the Spirit has us raising up their heads, breaking down the Gileadites, Reuben, Gad, half-tribe Manasseh. Come on, man. It's all tied into that precept. How you gonna quote that precept on me, man?
Say, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation.
And notice he said assemble. When Gad lines up, don't they assemble? They assemble themselves, man.
Formation.
That goes back to that military formation, man. That's why we keep saying, you guys need to just close that book and come back to school.
Hebrew 5 and 12, man.
Because, hey, that's the spirit. Because on Friday, the children didn't go to school, man. You know why? Because the teachers were having a training. They call it teacher training day, man. So when are you guys going to get your training day?
Yeah,
There's
even the teachers
no-
get trained. Yeah.
Yeah, on Friday it was teachers training day. So that the kids, the children were not at school. So when are you Israelite teachers gonna come to your training school?
They're stubborn. They think they know it all, but you don't know nothing.
They're not gonna, even in the world, they have teachers training day. You guys ain't coming to your training. But yet you wanna be teachers. when Hebrews 5 and 12 says, "Where in the time you ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again."
That's right. Say what?
Hebrews 5 and 12. Where in the time you ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again.
So someone teach you.
Yeah, man. Hebrews 5 and 12.
Yahweh ain't gonna come down to teach you, though.
Yeah, but that's
he will
what they
use
say,
the
isn't it?
Bayaf Dawada. That's what when he said, and I will raise tabernacle of David, that's what he's talking about. Even when he says here, therefore when you upon me, that's what he means by that. So that means that he's gonna raise up first. That's why he said as well, Jeremiah 16 and 16, I will send fishers, then I will send hunters. Because people have to do the work. Yahweh ain't coming down. Yes, he's coming to do what he has to do. But before that, he has to lay the foundation. He ain't coming down to lay no foundation. A church will lay that foundation, which is the Bayafa Dawada, man. And the Bayafa Dawada, logically and technically and spiritually, will have a certain high understanding of the gospel. Is it not what you're seeing right now?
Yeah.
That's what you're seeing right now, man. Right before your eyes. Let's keep it real, man. This is what you see right now, right before your eyes.
Isaiah 6 and 9.
Right.
Read that. Isaiah 6 and 9.
We're not boasting. We're not being proud. But even me, I have to come to that realization like, yo, this is something, man. I need to look deep into it. And that's how I was able to understand it, man.
Okay.
All right?
This is Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not.
And that's what's happening. See ye indeed, not perceive not. But anyway, we're gonna carry on, man. We ain't got time. We're just going Yahweh through the Rawah Quadashah reveals, and then we deliver. That's it. Right, so a precept describing how the spirit of Yahweh had us lying in wait in the Tazah sequence order, and in the next sequence, Kwa, which goes back to Kwama, pertaining to rising, and then Ra, which goes back to Ra'asha, pertaining to the head. That's why I told them to learn the Ashawana Kodasha. But they refuse to hearken because they say he's a Hamite, he's not one of us. There's no way he could be an Israelite. So that's going to be their excuse in the day of the Lord. We thought he was a Hamite, so we didn't listen to him. Oh, he was speaking harshly, he was always cursing us out. That's going to be the excuse, you know. Do you know how stupid you're going to look in that day? Oh, right, so where we at? It says Ra'asha pertaining to head, hence the new wine breakdowns on Reuben, the head son, and now Gad, the furrow-faced tribe, pertaining to a lion in hunting mode. So remember I said hunting season, they didn't even understand that. Right, so pertaining to head, hence the new wine breakdowns on Reuben, the head son, and now Gad, the furrow-faced tribe, pertaining to a lion in hunting mode. Because when a lion is in hunting mode, you see the furrows on his head. All this is easily seen and followed by the true disciples of Yahweh Shai. Get John 10:27. Get John 10:27, man. Because if you're really a follower of Yahweh Shai, you would know what we're doing, man. Because Yahweh Shai says something. Okay? And this is how we know who was really down with him. Because remember, it said, and then many of his disciples left him. Right. You remember that precept? Yahweh Shai had a lot of disciples.
That's in John 5, I think.
It says a lot of his disciples deserted him. So we ain't phased by you brothers deserting the tabernacle. We ain't phased because it happened to Yahweh Shai. Alright? It happened to Yahweh Shai, man.
Okay, this is John chapter 20. This is John chapter 10, verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
My what?
My sheep
hear my voice. And I know them.
And I what?
And I know them.
That's how through the Ruach HaKodesh we know the tribes, man. So it shows you we're supposed to know the tribes.
That's right.
It's right there. It says what? He knows them. So that means we're meant to know that's him.
Yeah,
that's
him.
you know, we're meant to know. That's the new wine.
And they follow me.
And they what?
And they follow me.
Yeah. So through the Spirit, you know, that's why we don't have as many brothers as we did at the start. Because it happened to Yahushua, they deserted him. Okay?
I read it.
Read it. They deserted him.
John 6 and 65. And he says, and he said, therefore, said unto you that no man can come unto me except it were given unto him of my Father. Verse 66. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him.
And what?
And walked no more with him.
One more time.
And walked no more with him.
There you go. So they deserted him. There goes being all this, I'm a real nigga, I'm a real this, I'm a real that. No, you're not, man.
You're not, man.
Don't lie. Don't lie, bro. Don't
claim
lie.
that you are, but you're not.
Don't lie, man.
I need to carry on, like there's one thing that needs to come out of it, yeah? So he says, verse 67, then said Yahushua unto the 12, will ye also go away? Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life. Right? And then verse 69 says, and we believe and are sure that thou art Mashiach, the Son of the living God. And Yahushua answered them, have I not chosen you 12, and one of you is the devil?
Have I not what?
Have I not chosen you 12, and one of you is the devil?
So he knew Judas Iscariot, okay, the market boy.
Right.
He knew he was a sellout, but he still had him around.
The city boy.
The city boy. Judas Iscariot. Iscariot means city, so he was basically a city boy. Yeah, Judas Iscariot, the one who had the bag in it.
So you think it's bad to work in the city nowadays?
No. It's just saying that Judas Iscariot, he was you know when you go to Brixton and you see the guys that hang around the market?
Yeah.
That's who he was talking about. If you can receive it, okay?
We don't know. Just follow the next one. Yeah, carry on.
Right, so it says pertaining to Reuben, right, it says the head son and now Gad, the furrow-faced tribe pertaining to a lion in hunting mode. All this is easily seen and followed by the true disciples of Yahushua.
That's right.
And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the true. You're seeing who the true disciples are and who the fake disciples are. It says another fact to consider is the exceptional amount of lions in the southern part of Africa, which happens to have an undeniable presence of Gadites as one of the most recognizable cases of discrimination in the world was the apartheid, okay? Which can be linked, which can be tied into the prophecy regarding Gad.
That's right.
Genesis 49 and 19, okay? It says the Dutch and German farmers, which go back to Teeman, overcame them,
right.
but now the Lord is raising them up
right.
by a furrow-faced Gadite.
That's right.
Okay, a furrow-faced Gadite, Julius Malema.
Right.
Because when you see Julius Malema, you know Julius Malema.
He look like
he's got
he look a bit like Mitch.
Yeah, he looks a bit like Mitch, innit? You see what I'm trying to say?
He's
He's a Gadite.
Very charismatic, man. Very
Julius Malema is the guy that's rising them up in South Africa. He's galvanizing the Gadites, innit? You know what I mean? So yeah. So it says apartheid, which can be tied into the prophecy regarding that. It says the Dutch and the Germans, okay, the German,
right?
farmers. Let's go back to Teeman because we already done the breakdown about who the Teemanites are.
Right.
Okay. It says a furrow-faced Gadite, Julius Malema, which Julius as a name goes back to Jew, because when you break down the name Julius, it actually means Jew. Because back in the days, you know, Julius Caesar just means what? The 7 Jews. And Julius Caesar was who? Aaron reincarnated, man. For those that can receive it. Because Julius Caesar was an Israelite. Why do you think he started the taxation? The tax goes back to Levi. Tata. Okay? Because tax is just 2 X's. X, the T, and then another X. And X in Roman is 10. And that's why you pay 20% tax. 10.
Because they refuse to pay the 10, innit? So
you refuse to pay the 10, so the Most High added another mark. I'll make you pay double. 20%. That's why you get taxed 20%, man. You know, and all of this is accredited to the Rawah Dasha.
That's right.
So for those of you that are scoffing, okay, you are not going to be forgiven. Because you scoffed against the Rawah Dasha.
You get the Kuboku, man. And also from the spirit, when he's saying you're not going to be forgiven, it means like the Most High going to slap you, man. They're going to beat you. You're going to have to be corrected. There will be a punishment. And then when you get your mind right, now set you up again. But before that, you're going to be
beaten, man. You're going to be reformed.
Yeah, because you got to be reformed. If you're going to be reformed by that, you're going to be reformed by the Koboko.
Yeah.
What did I say? What did I begin to say? Who doesn't hear must feel, right?
What you said?
Who doesn't hear must feel.
Right, so Julius as a name goes back to Jew. Also, his predecessor, Nelson Mandela, another furrow-faced Gadite.
That's right.
Because Nelson Mandela had the furrows on his head as well, like a lion. And there was a reason why he was so famous, because he was from the tribe of Gad, Gada.
Gileadite.
He was a Gileadite, living in the land of Ophir, which is South Africa, the land of what? Gold.
And the land of treasure.
And we're going to break it down. You're going to see all of this, man, once we get into this. Alright? We're coming out of the clutch, man. Because when we was lying in wait, brothers was talking shit, innit? So here's the clap back. Alright? If you want to call it that. Here's the clap. And we're just getting started, man. We're getting started, man. We're just getting started. This is nothing compared to what's coming. This is just a preview of what's coming. It's gonna be beyond epic. So for those of you that ain't down with it, be very afraid, man. Be very afraid.
Better than Endgame, man.
Right?
Better than that.
Right, so it says, also his predecessor, Nelson Mandela, another furrow-faced Gadite, was famously imprisoned for most of his life.
If troops shall overtake.
Yeah, he was imprisoned. I think he served one of the longest.
28 years.
He served one of the longest prison sentences, man. You know?
As a political prisoner.
For what? Just for trying to rise up his people. Esau, you're gonna pay for that. You are going to pay. Oh my God, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay, man. You're gonna pay. Right, so it says, in prison for most of his life for trying to rise up the people. More clues that the tribe of Gad are in southern Africa is a quick analysis of some of the sons of Gad.
That's right.
So get Genesis 46 and 16. We're looking for a son called Haggai. Genesis 46 and 16. We're looking for Haggai.
Haggai Amapiano.
Yeah. So you see these bitches. They don't want to come and listen to the words. But when they saw me clock that guy, they wanted to talk. They say, "Oh, how can you hit him? How can you see how they are?" So when the guy was standing over
here, they weren't saying nothing.
They weren't saying nothing. It's all good. But as soon as we lay hands on him, that's when they can talk. And that's how we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashama Yahweh Sha'ai, that a lot of you are going to get destroyed, man.
They're against us.
A sore destruction, man.
They're against us.
Okay?
They're against the new wine.
They're going to be destroyed with a sore destruction. Alright? Yahweh, Bahashama, Yahweh Sha'ai, Shalacha, Ra'ayama.
Lord!
And it's going to be painful. It's going to be grievous. Okay? It's going to be like a woman that travaileth. but the travailing never ends.
But like I hear them say as well that, I say that like, just for you to understand. And they say that, oh, you know, how can you, wish, on your, reach bad and evil on your brother and that. I want to ask you a question, right? Why are we here? Why are we in the ghetto? If the Most High is so loved, why did he send us to die? He's killing us every time we went to slavery, impoverished, we're dying every day, man. That's the correction. That's the punishment. So if you do something wrong, you're gonna be punished for that. Obviously, yes, Yahweh is love, but he's the man of war, man. Okay? He brings it to you if you want it. So be balanced, do not be biased.
Hey, and even the Most High, before we went into the land, he asked certain of the tribes to put a curse.
Oh, come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 27 verse 13, I'll read it. And these shall stand upon Mount Ebal to curse Reuben, Gad, Asher, Zebulun, Dan, and Naphtali. Deuteronomy 27 and 13, man. So we're gonna put curses on these devils, man. Alright? Because like I just said, we're bringing out new wine. They don't want to come and listen. But as soon as they see someone that's troubling the new wine, get hands put on him, that's when they want to start screaming, oh, you're not supposed to touch him. What are you doing? Are you not a church? We're not any kind of church up here, you know. A lot of us are fighters up here, you know. You gotta understand, a lot of us are flipping fighters up here, man. We're serious men. We don't play games. You think the Most High just picks random people to bring out his word? Exodus 15 and 3, it says the Lord is a man of war. So he gonna pick guys that are combat ready to bring out this word, man. That's why the new wine is coming through us, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashama Yahweh Sha'ai, which is the correct way to say the Most High's name. Alright? And when you go in the scriptures, the prophet Nehemiah, he was punching people up, man.
He was putting hands on niggas.
So you ain't seen nothing yet.
Putting hands on niggas. Putting work for the Most High.
You ain't seen nothing yet, man. Alright?
He got killer priests as well, man.
And that's what's gonna happen. The young lions are gonna take out the old lions, man. Because that's what happens in the Serengetis. Because this guy is meant to be a big man. He's meant to be teaching us. He's an elder. He's meant to be teaching us, but he's behaving like a little schoolgirl, man. And he got dealt with accordingly.
I'm sure he's being foolish. I'm sure his wife must be in the house, man.
Yeah, Malaka. So Genesis 46 and 16. All right. So get Haggai. Haggi. That's what we're looking for. Get the definition for his name. Haggai. Yeah, Haggai.
Yeah, you can Haggai or Haggai.
Okay, so the outline of biblical usage for Haggai equals festive.
Equals what?
Festive.
Equals what?
Festive.
Right. So Haggai, a son of Gad, or Chaggaiah in the Lashawana Kodasha, represents how main events pertain to this tribe. Because why does it mean festive? Because what? All the major events in Africa are going to go down in South Africa. Like for instance, the World Cup 2010. The one with the Shakiras and when they were singing that song. Zela, I will be stronger. Dun 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 dun.
I remember that.
That 2010 World Cup was alright, you know.
It was big.
Why did they play in South Africa, man? Because that's the land of Ophir. Okay? That's where the Gadites are. That's why one of the sons of Gad means what? Festive or main event. Because really, that's discerned as being a main event. Okay? Right. So it says how main events pertain to this tribe as Yahweh Sha'ai is coming from the east and heading to the south.
That's right.
Because that's how the sun rises from the east and then it goes to the south and then it sets at the west. It goes like that, like the rainbow. Okay? And then the moon, the crescent, shows up at the west. and then the full moon is always on the east. So you see how the Most High completes the circle. So the crescent it shows up on the west, and then it's full on the east, and then that will be the full circle. You can't get around this, man. Brothers just don't pay attention, you know. Lazy, man, lazy brews. But if it's some bullshit, they got time for that though. They got time for a 3-hour podcast talking about fuck all.
And they got time for a gossiping session regarding new wine. Why don't you take those 3 hours to look and see if you can debunk it and find out something for yourself? Or you want to be talking. Or study.
Show yourself improved.
Right. Go. And he says prove all things. So prove it. Disprove the new one instead of
like little schoolgirls, because all them podcasts is effeminate, man. You know, it's like some aunties gossiping at a hair salon or something.
And we know after I publish this, they're gonna be doing the lesson again the new one. But carry on. So through the spirit, man. Carry on.
Right, so represents how main events pertain to this tribe, as Yahweh Shai is coming from the east and heading to the south, which will be the southern part of Africa. Also, in contemporary terms, Africa's first and only World Cup was played in Southern Africa.
Good.
In 2010.
Right, yeah, main event, isn't it?
Yeah, main event.
Festive, yeah.
Which was one of the most memorable in history.
That's right.
Okay. It says all this is just a preview, okay, of would-be events to come in the future.
That's right.
As major prophecy will be fulfilled in that landmass, which in ancient times was known as the land of Ophir. So put that map back in there again. Where the Queen of Sheba was from.
That's right.
Because the Queen of Sheba was from South Africa. We already established that. We're going to prove it.
While Europe was in the Middle Ages, Southern Africa was dominated by the Kingdom of Great Zimbabwe.
The great woman who built the enclosure could have been none other than the Queen of Sheba.
This place, according to Mauk, was biblical Ophir, the city of gold. The story of the Queen of Sheba is first told in the Bible. Laden with precious gifts of gold and gems, this mythical white queen visits King Solomon in Jerusalem.
It says where the Queen of Sheba was from, and considering she came to see Yahweh Shai, who the elders teach is Solomon, because remember the elders taught us that Yahweh Shai was Solomon. So let's go with that breakdown. So check this out. So since she came to see Yahweh Shai, who the elders teach is Solomon, it only makes sense that he returns the favor by paying her a visit in the south.
That's right. As a spiritual
because when he
thing,
came as Solomon, she came to visit him, to hear the wisdom. So now, when he comes back, he's going to the south to go and link up with his old friend. And he go see the Gadites there as well.
But that's the positive about saying that.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it. So we ain't making this up, man. It's all linking in.
That's right.
All right. Right. So it says, where we at? She came to see Al Shai. Right. So it says, it only makes sense that he returns the favor by paying her a visit in the south, as the true Lion King, with the Gadites trooping behind him.
Right.
So that's how the movie gonna look like.
Right.
The real lion gonna go to South Africa, because you know South Africa has that Lion King spirit there. Any mama, you know, all of that. And then he gonna have the Gadites. You know, the Gadites gonna be trooping behind him. You understand? So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful scene, man. It says also, the Lion King concept is based around the Southern Africa culture, which can be spiritually linked to the tribe of Gad, as they were described in detail for having the lion-like faces, which will be a perfect assembly for Hamashiach. Matthew chapter 12 verse 42. Matthew 12 and 42, man. All right. And you know, brothers ain't really, feeling too well. They're a bit under the weather, but we don't use that as an excuse. We still come out because soldiers, you gotta fight, man. Like you see some fighters, sometimes they'll be fighting, they hurt their hand, but they don't tell the opponent their hand is hurt. They'll fake it. Like for instance, if they hurt their left hand, which is the jab, they'll still use it. They might not hit as hard with it, but they will not let the other opponent know that their left hand is hurt. Because you can't let your enemy know your weakness. You have to carry on fighting, regardless, man. Okay? Being hurt is not an excuse to be weak.
Exactly. That's why when we come, when they throw jab at the new one, we don't react. We don't know if we do it about it. We calm about it. Read it, Malaka, bring it up.
So this is Matthew, chapter 12, verse 42. The Queen of the South.
The Queen of what?
The Queen of the South.
The Queen of what?
The Queen of the South.
So that shows you the Queen of Sheba was from South Africa.
That's right.
Because when you look on the map, when you look at South Africa, there's nothing underneath. America's to the west, Australia's to the east, and Europe is to the north.
Yeah.
But the south is only south.
Yeah.
So what south is he talking about?
That's right.
The Queen of the South shall rise up in the judgment.
Hey, notice it says shall rise up, and didn't we talk about Qamra Asha, raising up the heads? Come on, man. It's all linking in.
Yeah, because I used to think that why would the Queen of Sheba, that's because that's to do with God, that's to do with the tribes now over there, man.
Yeah, that's talking about Gad being risen up. Because Gad is in the land of Ophir, man.
Yeah.
So that was a code. That was a coded prophecy that Yahweh Shai was. That's why the disciples asked him, why speakest unto them in parables? Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries. Why speakest unto them in parables, man? Right? Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries, but unto them it is not given.
Okay. The Queen of the South shall rise up in the judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it.
And shall what?
And shall condemn it.
Right?
For she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon.
To what? To hear the wisdom of Solomon. So that shows you how Shai is going to the south.
And behold, a greater than Solomon is here.
Well, there you go. Because Yahweh Shai, when he came as Yahweh Shai, he came to do a greater work than Solomon did. Okay? And that shows you that Yahweh Shai is going to the south. Because the sun rises from the east, and the sun is who? The son of Yahweh. The sun.
Yeah, the sun.
And who's in the south? The Temanites, because Teman means south. So you can't get away from that. It's by process of elimination, they're going to the same spot.
But it's going down to rally the troops, which is kind of.
And that's why it says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. So this whole thing is tied into Gad, Reuben, and Manasseh, the Gileadites, man. The guardians of the east gates. That's why Ephraim got smashed when he went up against them. That was spiritual, man. Because they're the guardians of the east gate of the Jordan, which is the Agbokim Falls, all right?
East gate guardians.
Right, so Matthew 12:42. A precept showing the connection between Gad rising up in the Queen of Sheba's land of the south, of the southern part of Africa. Right, so now I want you to get Areli and Arodi, the sons of Gad. So A-R-E-L-I, A-R-E-L-I, A-R-E-L-I. Type in A-R-E-L-I. Areli. It's one of the sons of Gad. That's going to further prove to you, man, that what we're saying is legit. Right? So get them. Really. This one. Yeah, really. also put it in the video, Aurelia and Arodi.
Okay.
So Aurelis.
So the outline of
No, mention the word you're describing.
Okay. What is Aurelia? And the outline of biblical usage for Aurelia equals Lion of Yahweh.
Lion of what?
Lion of Yahweh.
Lion of what?
Lion of Yahweh.
Can you see that? Lion of Yahweh. What's that talking about? That's one of the sons of Gad, you know? So that shows you where this thing is going down, man. Yahweh has put it right there, but if you ain't got the Rawafak or the Shah, you can't break it down. Okay?
Okay, so
Arodi now.
Arodi. The outline of biblical usage for Arodi or Arodites equals I shall subdue.
I shall what?
I shall subdue.
I shall what?
I shall subdue.
And also I shall roll.
I shall what?
I shall roll.
That's how they left what? Cameroon and went into what? South Africa. They rode. They went to Ophir land to seek what? Greener pastures, man. Because the land of Gilead was known for its greenery, a land for cattle. And what do cattle do? They roam with the herdsmen. So that's how they ended up in South Africa, man. The fatness of the earth, it was lush. So they were like, we're going to chill out here. But the Most High, through the Spirit, put them there for the grand finale, the festivity. So you see how the sons of Gad even describe where they're going to be at. Right.
And
Aurelia, yeah. So, right, let's get back to it. So Aurelia and Arodi, the sons of Gad's names definition, backs the claim of Yahweh Shai linking up with Gad, as he did with the apostle Bartholomew, man, who was also known as Nathaniel or Nathanael. So get John chapter 1 verse 47, because Nathana means what? To give, and Allah means power. So who's he going to give the power to? The Gadites. Because Nathaniel, who goes back to Bartholomew, is a Gadite. And that makes sense why he's coming from the east to the south. They shall overcome. And remember, Arodi means what? I shall subdue. Subdue who? His enemy, man. Gad shall overcome at the last. That means he's going to subdue the enemy at the last. So you see how everything ties into itself?
spiritual intervention.
Yeah.
Okay. This is John chapter 1 verse 47. Yahweh Shai saw Nathaniel coming to him and saith of him, behold, an Israelite indeed.
Behold what?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
Yeah, man, so that's spiritual, man. Yahweh Shai love Nathaniel.
That's right.
In whom is no guile.
In whom is what?
In whom is no guile.
There you go, man. So we gotta love we gotta love the brother, man.
Right.
You know, through the spirit, we have to love the brother, man. Because if Yahweh Shai said, an Israelite indeed, what can we do?
Nothing we can do.
We gotta get down with that, boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So right, so it says the definition means give power, which can be spiritually linked to how Yahweh Shai will gather Gada, okay? Because Gada, which is Gad, Gada, sounds like together. Right, so it says he will gather, and I put it in brackets, Gada, up the tribe of Gad in the south and give them power to overcome Esau. Genesis 49 verse 10.
No.
Get Genesis 49 verse 10. I might have to put this one on the board because, you know, it might confuse them a little bit. But there's a code in Genesis 49 verse 10.
I like this a lot.
Because Genesis 49 verse 10 talks about scepter.
That's right.
Now scepter goes back to what? 7. The scepter. Scepter. Right, so scepter goes back to what? 7.
Yeah, in French it's 7, yeah.
And Gad's number is what?
7.
Gad's number is 7. Gad's number is what? 7. And Judah is what? Judah is 7.
Oh, wow. 1, 2, 7.
Yeah, Yawada. Yeah? Wa. Da. Ha. We did this last week, bro. 10, 6, 4, 5. 25, bro. 25. 2 plus 5. 7. So you see how it all links. So we not making this thing up, man. Yeah, it's numbers. Because there's a book in the Bible called Numbers. You see what I'm trying to say? This is some deep knowledge that we're giving out to brothers and making it easy to understand, but they still want to call us devils. And read Genesis 49 and 10, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure that.
So this
I
is
need to add some more in it.
You ready?
Right?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah.
Now notice it said the scepter, and scepter goes back to what? 7.
Right.
Because scepter, sept in French is 7. Right, carry on.
Nor a lawgiver
Right,
from between his feet
right.
unto Shiloh come.
Unto who?
Unto Shiloh comes.
Now the reason why it's calling Yahweh Shiloh is because he gonna go to the land of Shiloh, which is what? South Africa. That's where you see the daughters of Shiloh. So Shiloh
Not Shiloh herself.
equals what? South Africa. Okay, carry on reading.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
And unto him shall the gathering. And what does Gad mean? Gada. Which sounds like what? Gather.
Remember I said
So that goes back to the gathering. So Gada, gather, gathering, and Gad means what? A gathering or a crowd. Come on, man. You can't get away from that. Okay?
The spirit, man.
And Gad adds up to 7.
That's the spirit.
So that's a new wine breakdown for Genesis 49 and 10. Okay? So show that. I'll put it all there. We're laying all the aces and spades on the table now, man.
That's
Because now
right.
it's time to game it. Yeah, man. That's it on that one. Yeah. Kanawakana. So let's get into some more Gadites, yeah? Right, so a precept showing how Yahweh Shai will gather Gad among Shiloh daughters, or the Queen of Sheba's people, as most Southern African women are daughters of Shiloh. Okay? Another son of Gad to examine is Mishmana. 1 Chronicles 12 and 10, Mishmana.
That's right.
This one is going to bury the casket.
Very.
If there's any doubt in your mind that the tribe of Gad is in South Africa, this is going to bury it.
Straight.
It's going to bury it, man. This one is going to bury the casket. So 1 Chronicles 12 and 10.
Bring that out.
Now get the definition for Mishmana.
Mishmana. Like
He's a Gadite. Mishmana is one of the mighty men of the water. You know?
Okay, so the outline of biblical usage for Mishmana equals fatness.
Equals what?
Fatness.
Did you hear that? It says fatness. And what did the Most High say to Esau? The fatness of the earth shall be thy dwelling.
That's right.
And where is Esau? He's in South Africa, the fatness of the earth, man.
The land of Ophir, man.
You can't get away from that.
You know?
You hear me now?
You hear me now? You get me now?
Can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Hey, and for the spirit, the South African women, they got big
Like they call it Nyash.
Yeah, big ass.
Yeah? They got that fatness behind them. That's the spirit right there as well.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? It's Nyash.
They got the fat. They got the fatness of the earth.
Yeah, the fatness of it. Trust me, man. You can't make it up, man.
Right. So another clear indicator as to where the tribe of Gad will be, as South Africa has the women with the fattest behinds, and also houses Esau, whose blessing was to inhabit the fatness of the earth. Hence Esau and Gad clashing during the apartheid era.
Yeah.
And previously against the famous Gadite Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu.
Because Shaka Zulu had a back and forth with him as well. And it says Genesis 27 and 39. Alright? Because that talks about the fatness of the earth. Get that? Genesis 27 and 39. And then after we'll do another son of Gad.
That's right. Bring that out.
2 hours in?
Oh yeah, hold on.
27, right?
Yeah, 27 and 39.
Yeah, let's carry it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going.
Genesis 27 and 39. Fatness of the earth.
Yeah.
Just put this page.
Okay.
Yeah, we're nearly there.
I think we gonna mean it.
Genesis 27 and 39. Yeah, read it.
Okay. This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac, his father answered and said unto him.
Now mind you, Isaac means what? Yatazachakwa. Salakia. Yatazachakwa. And it means what? Laughter. And in Genesis 49 it says his teeth shall be white with milk.
That's how you know that.
So that shows you that's Yahweh Shai, man. His teeth shall be white with milk. And Isaac means laughter. So that shows you Isaac was Yahweh Shai. That's why he's coming back for Esau, because he gave the blessing to Esau. So he's coming back to take that blessing, man. Because he has the first right of refusal, man, to take that. That's why it says, who is this man that cometh from Edom with dyed garments of Bozrah? He's gonna go get his shit back, man.
Okay.
There you go.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Shall be the what?
Shall be the fatness of the earth.
Right?
And of the dew of heaven from above.
Yeah, that's it on that. So yeah, so Esau is in the fatness of the earth with the Gadites. Another son to look at is Esau. Get 1 Chronicles 12 and 9. Esau. E-Z-E-R. Esau. 1 Chronicles 12 and 9. So we're breaking down the Gadites, man. Alright? We done Ra'awabana or Ra'awabana last week, man.
Okay. So the outline of biblical usage for Ezer equals treasure.
Equals what?
Treasure.
Equals what?
Treasure.
And that treasure goes back to what? The golden wedge of Ophir.
That's right, the land of Ophir.
The land of Ophir is the land of gold.
Treasure.
Treasure, man. And Esau is a treasure hunter.
That's right.
That's where the Indiana Jones thing comes from.
That in your fast. What does it mean? God is
My God is fine gold.
My God is fine gold. That's what it is. You see?
Can't make this up. Hey, the new wine is legit. I keep saying it. It's not, you know, anytime someone comes with a new doctrine, it's just maybe one or two. This new wine is literally running through the whole thing, man. From Genesis to Revelation, there's a new wine on everything, man. Alright? And that's all spiritual, because Yahushua took the water and then he turned it into wine. That's what he did. So we're taking Apostle Tahar's water and we're turning it into the wine through the Ruach HaKodesh, man. So how can you not understand that? That's why the brother said it's a miracle doctrine. Right, so it says, so Esau, 1 Chronicles 12:9, which means treasure, this can be linked to southern Africa as it's the land of Ophir. And Esau's son Eliphaz, okay, will be there as his name means, my God is fine gold. Because Eliphaz is in South Africa, and Eliphaz means my God is fine gold. So get Isaiah 13 and 12. We're going to show you that Esau is down there, and we're going to show you that Gad is down there as well. We're going to link both of them tribes together because Esau means treasure. Eliphaz means my God is fine gold. Esau is a Gadite. Eliphaz is an Edomite. So Yahweh has set the stage, man, for the battle. Okay? And all these peoples and persons are spiritually linked together. That's why it says to be carnally minded is enmity with Yahweh. Because you can only figure this thing out being spiritual. And a lot of you are not spiritual. You're carnal, man. That's why you can't get this. Okay? Because this is an airtight doctrine. It's airtight. So how can you scoff against an airtight doctrine?
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Than what? Than fine gold. Did you hear that? Read.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Did you hear that? The golden wedge of Ophir. So the Ophir has the fine gold. That's why Eliphaz, Alayapataza, is over there.
And that's when they call himself Goldman Sachs. He got that Goldman Sachs. That he goes back to that family. Man.
There you go, man. There you go. You can't make it up, man. Right, so Isaiah 13 describes the fine gold in the land of Ophir. Another son of Gad to look at is Attai. 1 Chronicles 12 and 11.
That's right.
1 Chronicles 12 and 11. Attai, man.
Right. I said, Omen, man.
Oh,
man going out.
Have you got it? Yeah. So go. Yeah, 1 Chronicles 12 and 11. Now get Attai, the meaning of his name.
Name prediction, man.
Okay. So the outline of biblical usage for Attai equals opportune.
Equals what?
Opportune.
Right, so let's break down the opportune.
That's right.
Right, so it says, another son of Gad to look at is Attai. His name means opportune, which can be deciphered as how the Gileadites, okay, remember the Gileadites are who? Gad, Reuben, and half-tribe Manasseh, because the other half is on the west side of the Jordan with the Ephraimites. That's why they're called half-tribe Manasseh, but they're actually a full tribe that has been split in two, half with Ephraim, half with the Gileadites. Right, so it says, his name means opportune, which can be deciphered as how the Gileadites sojourned to the land of Ophir to seek greener pastures.
That's right.
As Gilead is already green.
I know.
Numbers 32 verse 1. Gilead is already green. It's a place for cattle. But they wanted greener pastures. And that's what it means to be an opportunist.
To go find
to try and find something better than what you have. That's why it means opportune, you know. That's why a lot of people from Cameroon, they go to South Africa for opportunity, greener pastures. So read about Numbers 32 verse 1, read it. Because the land of Gilead is already a green place. So they went to South Africa for greener pastures.
Better things.
Okay. This is Numbers chapter 32, Salakia, verse 1. Now the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a very great multitude of cattle. And when they saw the land of Jazer and the land of Gilead, that behold, the place was a place for cattle. Verse 2.
No, that's it on there. The Wadaha. So it's a place of cattle. So they were already living in a green pasture, but they wanted greener pastures.
Right.
And that goes back to the name opportunist or opportune. So that also shows you they're in Southern Africa. And a lot of the tribes go to South Africa anyway, seeking greener pastures. The Nigeria man, the Ghana man, they all go
It's
there.
like the little Europe, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It's like the Europe of Africa. It's a place for opportunity, isn't it? And there's loads of women there as well, so hey. It's the fatness of the earth, man. Right, so Gilead described as a prime location for cattle. Okay, so now we're gonna switch it up a bit. So now in contemporary terms, when we examine the Ampiano sounds, okay, for you guys that know about Ampiano.
About piano.
Ampiano.
Yeah, that one.
Ephraim is trying to check the sound now. But that's spiritual, though. That's spiritual because remember Reuben's blessing went to Ephraim because the Reubenites are in South Africa as well, popping those big asses, innit? Obviously Gad is the major tribe there, but you got Reuben there as well. So Reuben is the one that came with that Ampiano sound. And now Ephraim is trying to take that shit.
Well, he took it over.
You know what I mean? Ephraim is taking that, man.
Got the video when he came in that song, that was it, man.
Right, so it says now in, wait, who's taking pictures?
No, he's not. I'm looking at, don't worry, I'm checking everything.
We're going to get dealt with out here. Go seize your camera if you take a picture. Take a picture, we'll seize your phone, and we'll send you home with a slap. Right. So it says, now in contemporary terms, when we examine the Ampiano sound and dance, it displays a marching choreography.
Right.
Because when you look at the Ampiano dance, it looks like they're marching, innit? There's a reason why they're marching when they do the dance. Because what? It goes back to Gad. Gada. Because the Gadites are soldiers, they march like that. That's why the Ampiano dance is like what? A marching. It's like your.
He can take a picture.
So make sure you put it in there. He's at.
Yeah, he came and took a picture and he went back. So basically, because of what happened in it, they're spoken about that. So now you probably someone that knows whatever, knows what he knows about us. So he took a picture of whatever. But all of that is in vain, man. Chassis on his necks, and they're going to be put to death.
Right, so it says a marching choreography which goes back to Gad being a troop or a soldier. It says also a famous television personality, Mr. T.
That's right.
Can be spiritually linked to Gad, okay? As not only was he part of the A team, which in the Bible terms will be the Gileadites of Israel, because really the Gileadites are the A team. Because once you cross the Jordan, you're going to the B team. So the A team will be what? Half tribe Manasseh, Gad, and Reuben. Damn, we must be doing something really important. Everyone just seems they just can't let us just do our thing, man. See that?
Well, there's a reason why the Musa.
The guy came and sat there, slide, trying to take a picture. We're already on the internet, bro. We're already on the internet. So what's there to?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
What you gonna do with a picture? Be a man and take a proper picture, man. Don't hide it.
Well, that shows how Esau is anyway.
He's subtle, isn't it? Yeah, I won't be surprised. That's an Amalekite, man.
All right.
You know what I mean?
They probably know about the whole thing, you know, like.
Of course, who cares? Let them know, man. We're here. What you gonna do, man? Shit. You know, they put your name on the internet and all. We don't care about that shit no more, man. And all you guys that snitch on us, that put our details out there, you know, in short season, we gonna see you, man. We gonna see you. You're condemned, bro, because we know someone that we know went out there and put our information on the internet, man.
Yeah, because he said the date he left, the GMS camp was mentioned.
He described it in detail.
So
it's someone that knows us. Yeah, of course, of course. But through the Spirit, we're gonna find out who it was, man. All right. It says it shall be better that a great millstone was tied around your neck and you sank to the bottom of the ocean. Right. That's what it says.
And when we say that there's agent in the truth, we're not making this up. We're not bearing false witness. It's a reality, man.
You guys can give a lot now, but later on,
There you go. It says also, a famous television personality, Mr. T, can be spiritually linked to Gad. Okay? As not only was he part of the A-team, which in the Bible terms will be the Gileadites of Israel, but he also sported the army attire. He used to wear the army thing. That goes back to Gad. And had extreme furrows on his head. He had the furrows on his head as well. The lines. Right. He also will show up on main events, which all ties into Gad. Okay. The Sheba and sickle being number 7. I've already done the breakdown on that. Which is the main event. Also, he sported the feather earring. Because Mr. T used to have that feather on his ear. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right, the feather earring. Okay. Mr. T can also go back to Mr. Trooper. Because he called himself Mr. T, but spiritually that could be Mr. Trooper.
Knowing that man's going off the Lord.
There you go.
You know?
Mr. Troop.
Mr. Troop.
Right, so
he moved like a trooper anyway. Like that guy had that military mindset, man.
There you go. Right, so another A-list entertainer linked to Gad through the spirit of discernment will be Terry Crews. As he also sports an extreme amount of furrows on his head. Terry Crews got the furrows on his head, right? I just thought I'll bring a bit of contemporary in it. Okay, and typically does the robot choreography. Does that robot dance? Because that robot dance, it goes back to how the Gadites
military structure.
Because they look like robots
formation
when they do that. You know, when they play like that.
When they play with like a soldier turns.
Yeah, it goes like that. You know, like that.
It goes back to Gada.
There you go, man. So Terry Crews, Mr. T, these are Gadites, man. And through the Rawakak Padashah, the Rawakak Padashah shows us the tribes. You understand? So we're just giving you an example. So it says he has a lot of furrows on his head, typically does the robot choreography. It says which can be linked to Gada, as when they march in groups, they pretty much look robotic. This also shows us that the whole militant DNA adopted by modern armies stems from Gad, which can only be discerned by the Rawakha Qadasha. Another point to consider is the fact that Crews, because his name's Terry Crews, isn't it? Crews can go back to crew or crowd, which is found in one of the definitions for a place in Gad's area, Megiddo.
Oh, Megiddo, yes.
As the Gadites share land with not just Reuben, but Manasseh, also whom Megiddo was originally ascribed to. Joshua chapter 12 verse 21. It says the third definition goes back to Gawada, which is also Gada. As before Cameroon split from what is now Nigeria or Biafra, there was a mass genocide of Manasseh and Gad in southeast Nigeria known as the Biafra War. Okay, which can also be linked to the prophecy in Genesis 49, because the Biafra War, nations came together to try and destroy, you know, the tribe of Gad and Manasseh, all right? And that was prophecy as well, because remember the Most High said a crowd of nations will come together, because really a troop goes back to a crowd as well. So it didn't just happen in South Africa, it happened in southeast Nigeria.
And in regards to Gada as well, you know, Hannibal Barker, the Ephraimite, he says that when you go to say that all the military, you know, take from his strategy, his war tactics, right? And in my mind, I'm thinking through the spirit that he must have learned those tactics from Gada, man. From Gileadite, especially Gada, because Gada is the military, you know, of all the tribes, isn't it? Is the one that is that military structure about him. You know?
And it's funny because when you go to the military, you see there's a lot of Gadites. Most of the guys in the military are Gadites, because you gotta have that military spirit in you to be a military, you know, be a militia. You understand? And a lot of these militias, like in southeastern Nigeria, the ESN, those guys are from the tribe of Gad as well. The ESN guys, man, they call themselves the Eastern Security Network. You know, so that's all spiritual, man. You know. Anyway, that's it on that. And with that, we're going to face the east. And we're going to say Kala halala.
Kala halala.
Yahawaha.
Yahawaha.
Ma'ashala.
Ma'ashama.
Yahusha'ai.
Yahusha'ai.
Baraka Atah.
Baraka Atah.
Om Yashra Allah.
Om Yashara Allah. Shalom. Israel.
You know